Raiders, Bengals, coming up on EA Sports as we come to you from Cincinnati, Ohio for today's game.
I don't know which team has the better tight end, but I do know very well be the difference in this game today.
Well, if you made me choose between the two, I'll tell you what. I'll just say you take one. I don't care who you take. I'll take the other one because they're both that good. They can do it all. As I say, you hear me say it every once in a while. They're all in one. That means they can do anything you want.
This game is underway. Makes the catch at the 7. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. From the gun, Dalton on target with Tyler Eifert. And he is tackled at the 44.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
Two tight ends on the field here. Bernard off the left side. Gains 5.
It's always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
Dalton's going to take it from the gun. Dalton over to Eifert. They'll mark him at the 29.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
Now inside the 30 at the 29. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Tackle made by Smith that time. Here we have second down. And it's caught by Marvin Jones. Jones is tackled down after a gain of 10.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
Breaking huddle at the 13. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. In his hands, complete, touchdown. Still 3.5 quarters of football to play, but that touchdown gives them the lead here early.
Yeah, I know. There's a long way to go. There's no doubt it, but you gotta like your situation and the feel that your football team has, getting that score and being on top.
The point after try is in the books. And the kicker's ready to go. Cooper's running this one out. Shakes past the defender, and they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. First down at the 20. The give. And that's perfect in on the stop.
Amari Cooper caught a ton of passes at Alabama and was the first wide receiver taken in the 2015 draft.
He's ready to come in and play right away in the NFL. He's smooth. He knows how to run routes. And he was the man at Alabama. And that's what you want in your #1 receiver.
As you look at this defense, they have a 6'7" defensive end, Michael Johnson, who's in on a lot of plays.
Yeah, he is in a lot of plays. So athletic, even though he's 6'7", very flexible, fast, everything you want in a defensive end.
The Raiders take it from the 23. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Cooper's taking it on the screen.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Second down and 10. Murray's handed the football. And gains maybe 4.
Murray's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. The Raiders need to get to the 42 for the first down. Out of the shotgun. And the catch is made by Rod Streeter. The Raiders will go for it here on 4th down and short. Quarters formation here for the defense. The Raiders turn the ball over on downs.
Well, I think the offense made the right decision here. They're at a position, out there where it's too far for a field goal and they're too close to punt. I agree with it. Go for it on 4th down.
First down and 10. A nice grab. That's his 3rd catch of the day. First down here after the completion. He'll go draw. Back that time. In on the tackle.
Bernard's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
First and goal. What a catch. Touchdown. Bill, everything is going right for this team at this point. We're still in the first quarter. What must the coach on the other side be thinking?
He's thinking, hey, can we get this game over with? Can I get out of here? He can't believe it. After a full week of hard work and preparation, and to come out and play like this is absolutely uncalled for.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Cooper's got a chance to return this one. muscles through the defender. And he races out of bounds at that point. And a run back of about 12.
The Raiders really let it all hang out the last time they had the ball, Phil. They went for it on a 4th down to their own territory. Let's see if they're a little more conservative with this possession.
Well, you know, it's amazing. I want to say really a good defensive call by the defensive coordinator. But let's be honest, when you're backed up and you go for it on 4th down situation like that, anybody could have made that call. So just a bad decision on the offensive side.
If there was a beat writer covering this coach, what do you think the headline would be tomorrow in his story?
It'd probably be the first time I've ever agreed with the beat writer.
Second and 10 coming up. Cars lined up. 2 tight ends set. Throws the pass. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
When you run the slant route, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Murray's really hit hard that time. I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 25. Now makes the move to the right, and he steps out of the field of play.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
Now 3rd and 4 following the run. The Raiders need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. Carr's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Latavius Murray makes the catch. Steps out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. The Raiders now move the chains. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown. How important was that touchdown, Phil, after a terrible start to this game and now moving on to the second quarter and trying to shift control of things?
Yeah, early in the second quarter, and it was an awful start of this football game. You couldn't play any worse as a football team, but when you get a quick score, it just changes everything. It changes the scope of the game, and it changes your confidence.
As he takes a knee, Dalton will now bring the offense onto the field. The Bengals on a quest for their 3rd straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
It's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. The Raiders defense now is going to go nickel. And it's a catch by Eifert. First down here. Midway second quarter. Dalton over to Eifert. Set up now at the 42. First down at the 42. They'll go ground. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
This is just another way when you run the draw play to see if the defense that you're going against has discipline. If they don't, draw plays work great.
we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Only 35 yards to the end zone.
Second down, 4 to go. He'll get it again. Third down now.
They call his name again.
Bernard's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. Third and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
The Bengals come out in a jumbo set. They're going to stay on the ground. And that's a 2-yard gain. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. The Raiders are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
From the 29-yard line.
The defensive line, they're all talking. They're all shifting to the right.
And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. First down here after the run. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. A little jumpy there by that defensive front. The Raiders defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. 1st and 5. And it's knocked down.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
Second down following that incompletion.
Andy Dalton will be under center. This play call is for the fullback. Is in on the tackle.
The Raiders defensive coordinator, he's going to be happy with the results there. He was guessing run inside the red zone. That's what he's got, and they were ready for it, and they gave up very little yardage.
Gets it again. The Bengals get a first down.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
This long drive continues. No margin for error from just outside the goal line. And Bernard is brought down.
Well, that last play almost got him in here. And when you look at this, what do they do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
The defense loads. Cincinnati is in for the score. Dalton's got his 3rd touchdown of the game. The Bengals for the point after. And the point after is good. The Bengals getting set for the kickoff. He's got a chance to return this one. Taking off. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley ready to take things over back in the studios, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, friends. Jim Nance and Phil Simms from Paul Brown Stadium for the call. And the 3rd quarter is about to get underway. And no return as this goes for a touchback.
The Raiders offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Reggie Nelson makes the tackle.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. The Raiders line up, split backfield.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Streeter with the grab. They come to the line, and it's first down. Carr's got it in the gun. Smith makes the catch. That's his first reception today.
Jim, when you're down multiple scores in the second half, you're looking for the little things to get momentum on your side. So just get a first down. Don't look for the big plays. That was a good job by the offense that time.
Carr's now completed 4 in a row. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Dunlap wraps up the quarterback.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
The Raiders take it from the 43. The ball is jarred out of his hands.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. The Raiders take it from the 43. Takes the hit, throws.
The Raiders put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
Jones tackled down at the 38. And a run back of about 9. The Bengals come out to open up the second half, and they were hitting on all cylinders in the first half, Bill.
Yeah, be smart here in the second half, Jim. When you start out, just find out what the defense is thinking, and once you get a feeling about what they're going to do, then you start taking some chances.
Woodson's there to take them down.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Andy Dalton will be under center.
Second down, 3 for the first.
Tosses the football. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Bernard's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
They bring in the extra tight end. Dalton over to Eifert. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
Dalton's completion percentage, 90% on the day. Bernard lines up as the single back here. Gains 13.
Bernard's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First and 10. Takes another handoff. Woodson's there to take him down.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
Breaking huddle at the 35-yard line.
Hill takes his spot in the backfield. Has Eifert. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. That's reception. Number 7 for him. The final 30 seconds of the third quarter, and it's a first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Launching it deep. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, the 25-yard line.
The final quarter begins with this snap. Green had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
Well, Jim Nantz, even you could coach the team in a situation like this. You're winning big, it's 3rd and long. You know what you do? You hand the football off and you punt the football.
3rd and 10 coming up. The Bengals will line up. First down markers right at the 15-yard line. Tyler Eifert has the grab. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Here's the first snap after the big play. Toss play. And he's in for the touchdown. That touchdown, just a little more insurance to what already was a sizable lead, Phil.
Yeah, what a job. You know, look, they had a lot of insurance already in the bank, man. They have controlled the tempo of this game from start to right here in this period early in the 4th. And now if the defense just has anything, if they stop the opponents on this drive, this game is over.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Cooper's got it on the return. And he fails to get out to the 20, and he is smacked down at the 15-yard line. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. First down at the 15. Going for the deep ball. And they can't connect.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. And it leads to another incomplete pass.
From the gun. Atkins in his face and takes him down. Bengals, Raiders on EA Sports. Oakland, California, the site for today's game.
Phil, we've got a couple of the best tight ends in the game on each sideline today, and they could be the difference makers.
You know, these tight ends, they can do it all. They're tremendous blockers for the running game. They got the speed to go down the field, and they got feet, Jim. You know, those quick feet, so even when they run those short routes, if there's man-to-man coverage, they're quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defender.
And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. First down at the 19. Here's the handoff. Woodson's in on the tackle.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Double tight end formation. The Bengals snap it at the 31. Bernard with the reception. And Bernard is brought down.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Second and 3.
Handoff out of the I formation. Smith's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Bengals running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
3rd and 5.
He'll throw it over the middle. Huber is back now. He'll be punting. Looking for a lane on the return. And they bring him down at the 33-yard line.
Excellent blocking that time by the punt return team. They're engaged. The defenders cannot get away. That allowed the punt returner to have that time to make the right decision and get up the field.
The Raiders take it from the 33. Handoff out of the eye. Ray Maualuga in on that last tackle. And with this starting unit, as usual, the attention goes to the wide receivers who so often open up the game. 2nd and 10. Michael Johnson gets to the quarterback.
There's a couple ways to get to the quarterback. Run over the tackle or run around him. It doesn't matter as long as you get the sack.
After that big-time sack, they'll now face 3rd and 17. The Raiders need to get to the 43. to pick up a first. It's 3rd and 17 here after the sack. Carr set, empty backfield. Carr standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And that's going to be a 3 and out.
Reese is one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
Jones got it now. And that's a gain of 13. The Bengals stalled on their last drive, forced a punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
The Raiders come out in a dime package. They're going to run it on the toss. And Bernard is brought down.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 4. He takes it on the counter. And Bernard is brought down. Here's a look at the offense. And this core group of wide receivers must find a way to get open today. Quarters formation here for the defense. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry. First down coming up. Right back to him once more. He is tackled right at the 50. A player to watch on this starting defensive unit is DJ Hayden.
I like Hayden, maybe the fastest defensive back in 2013 draft. He can run with any receiver in the NFL, and when he gets a chance, he can make the play and catch that football and get big interceptions. When you play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer, and you hope the pass rush can get there. They don't that time. That's why he got the completion.
Back here to start quarter 2. We are deadlocked right now in a game that has seen its fair share of defense.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch, isn't it? I love defenses when they come out and they just establish the line of scrimmage and beat the offense up. That's what we've seen so far, and I think it's going to continue.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Second down and 8. Sanu makes the grab.
Wide receivers in the NFL, hey, they can catch it, but also they can break tackles. What a job that time by the wide receiver.
First down here after the completion. Handoff made. And Bernard is brought down. That's going to be a pickup of 9.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second and short. Toss to the outside. How about that run? Touchdown. That touchdown, partner, puts them in front here in the early part of the second quarter.
Yeah, it's nice. They scored that touchdown. The defense has got to be kicking themselves because they did not play well or smart on that scoring drive.
The Bengals ready here for the kickoff. Jones will run this one out.
29, not quite to the 30. The Raiders offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited. So this is
going to take it the distance. The 10,
touchdown.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
Inside of the uprights. Sebastian Janikowski lining up for the kickoff.
Jones is going to run this one out. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
The Bengals offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Love what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up, and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
Corners formation here for the defense. The Bengals take it from the 28. Dalton over to Eifert. He's in the clear. The 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. Midway through the second quarter, they put themselves in front with that touchdown, Phil.
Hey, that touchdown could be a difference maker in this game. You never know. So really well called by the offensive coordinator and executed perfectly by the offensive players.
Jones is going to test the coverage this time. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Raiders will look to get set. It's been a close game so far. The score's 14-7. First down at the 18. Second down after the incompletion. Murray's taking the handoff.
And it's Reggie Nelson in on that last play.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Raiders snap it at the 26. Has the grab. They bring him down, and the offense fails to pick up a first down on 3 plays. The Raiders believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field. The Raiders from the 27. The Raiders now move the chains. The Raiders know that a 4th down conversion like that can be a momentum changer.
Oh, sure it can. It gives everybody confidence. You get to call at least 3 more plays, you hope. And anytime you stay on the field longer in the NFL, the odds go up tremendously that you're going to get a score. Nice risk-reward play that time on the offensive side. The Bengals defense is so fast and so powerful. That time of the run play, they just overpower the offensive line. They tackle the runner for a loss.
Loss of 2 on that play. Cars lined up, empty backfield. 2nd and 12. Reaches out and snatches it. Reese is taken down at the 33.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to hurry up offense. Good job.
The catch is made. Gains 15.
The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up.
First down all the way.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have. When the window of opportunity is very small, quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Gains 18.
This will be the 8th play of this drive.
Jim, a good decision here by the coaches to go into hurry-up offense right before halftime. You want to get as many plays off as you can before the halftime whistle blows. That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
And they take him down.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
Mounting a serious drive.
The Bengals defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense.
Wants to go deep. The ball is taken out of his hands.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
The Bengals use another timeout here, and they have one left. King is back now. He'll be punting.
That punt could not have been better struck. And now the defense has the advantage with the opposition, with their backs to their own end zone.
What a difficult spot to be in from here.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Dalton will take it from the gun.
Release. That was close.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Gets the handle here. Woodson's there to make the tackle. The Raiders signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used.
It's third down coming up.
Andy Dalton in the shotgun formation. The reception by Tyler Eifert.
And he's going to be tackled right around the 43.
That's reception number 2 for him.
First down following the long play.
Dalton from the shotgun.
Easy catch there. No one near him.
Oops, that was the last one.
Here they come to the 41-yard line.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
And Bernard is brought down.
Not surprised at all to see this hurry-up offense in a situation
No,
like this.
you idiot.
In the NFL now, you got to be the aggressor.
Catch the ball.
This offense is definitely being the aggressor.
Should be what we call a gimme.
That's just fair.
And converts on the 3. We're nearing the half, and this game looks like it might be under control after that field goal.
And what you got to do, you've got the lead. Keep things going. Don't take the old foot off the gas pedal. Man, stop it and try to bury this team.
Jones is going to test the coverage here.
They bring him to the turf. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones is running this one out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Raiders talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. The Raiders get a first down.
Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
Carr's completion percentage, 60% on the day. We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun.
Oh.
Can't hold on here as this falls incomplete.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Carr's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. Second down and 10. He's into the open.
How did that?
At the 45-yard line. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Drop back, shotgun formation. Two hands on the football and has the catch. First down at the 30. Murray's going to take the handoff now. Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has an injury update.
Jim, when you get inside the other team's red zone, inside the 20-yard line, and you're down some points, you're thinking touchdown in these situations.
Nelson's able to read that play and make the hit.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Inside the 20 now at the 19. Carr set. Empty backfield. Carr's back in shotgun formation. The pass fails to find the mark.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
Carr's going to take it from the gun. He's hit as he throws it. .36-yard field goal attempt coming up. And the kick is good for 3. The game is getting later, and that field goal puts them within striking distance.
Yeah, it did that. And, you know, I think when you look at this game right now, that was a win for the defense. When you get in the second half, all you want to do after each drive is look up at that scoreboard and know that you have the lead.
Jones going to run this one out. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Bengals offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
The pass play was good for 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Bernard lines up as the single back here. Handoff. Taken down at the 33. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. 3rd and 2 here after the run. Quarters formation here for the defense. And he's going to be sacked. So just 3 plays and out for the offense. Kevin Huber being called on now for the punt.
This punt will be returned. That's a gain of 6.
Oh, no.
First down at the 37.
Oh.
Intercepted.
The Raiders lined up. Everybody split out wide.
2nd and 10.
Rod Streeter has the
But I
reception.
didn't even tell him to dive. Why did he
Tackle's made,
dive?
and the first down is picked up.
The Raiders, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Incomplete.
Anytime as a quarterback you see the receiver coming across the field on a drag route, don't lead him, just stick it on him. Quarterback throws it too far in front that time.
Cars all by himself in the backfield for this snap.
2nd down and 10.
Has the reception all alone.
The 37 is the line of scrimmage.
The Bengals will come out in the dime.
1st and 10.
No.
Cooper is able to get hold of it.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Well,
From
hopefully
inside the
it won't be
red zone.
pass, considering there's a running back on the field.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Toss to the outside. Atkins is all over the ball carrier.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 2nd and goal from the 9.
No.
Has it. Touchdown. They got the points they were looking for, and they got them right away here in the 4th. We're all tied up.
Yeah, you know, when it gets in the 4th quarter of football games, players do start to look at that clock. They look at the score, and they think about winning and losing. And when you do that, that usually picks up the pace of play.
Jones going to test the coverage this time. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Bengals got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the sidelines and get a little rest. So I know there's a lot of pressure on this offense right now.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. Andy Dalton backing off the line, dropping back into the shotgun formation. Dalton's alone in the backfield. Green's the receiver on the screen.
Ryan, what is?
Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
It's Bernard in the backfield. The Bengals take it from the 23.
No.
Woodson on the coverage that time.
Late in the game, the defense has to be aggressive. They are, this time on 3rd down. Tied football game late in the 4th quarter. They stay aggressive and they get it done.
The Bengals will have to punt the football.
I don't know what a fucking first down is.
He's going to try and return this one. Gains 16.
The Raiders know there's three parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 45 for a gain of about 5.
Murray's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
Second down and 6.
Murray's going to secure the handoff, and that picks up 3.
Murray's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
After that last carry, it's 3rd and 3. The game is tied, and time is a factor.
The quarterback with the give to the fullback.
Jim, it's a tied game in the 4th quarter, and your defense, they want to try to win it, so they're aggressive on 3rd down. Now the offense is in 4th down, probably going to have to punt it to you.
The Raiders have decided now to go for it on 4th down and a short yardage situation.
Not much time left here, and the defense will need to come up with a stop to maintain the tie.
The give
No,
this
no.
time to the fullback. The Raiders go for it on 4th and short and convert. How about that call?
Yeah, I like the decision. 4th and short. I like the odds. The offense is going to get the job done. They call a nice play, and they convert, pick up that 4th down attempt.
2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. Here's the football resting at the 43. Now 1st and 10. Back to the ground.
Hawks, the one who made the big stop.
The Raiders offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
No.
With 2 hands, he has it.
No.
And Montez perfect brings him down.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Carr's now completed 4 in a row.
Teams in the NFL spend about 30-40% of their time all week long practicing plays in the red zone. So there's a lot they can do here. Let's see if they come up with something that works.
The Raiders have saved all 3 of their timeouts for here in the 4th quarter.
Second down and 11.
They want to keep feeding him the football.
Gains 11.
He's now past the 100-yard mark on the day. The Bengals in a tie game will call a timeout. They clearly want the ball back with a chance to do something.
Now looking at 3rd down.
No.
To the fullback.
Fucking
Nice
stop
job
it.
that time by the offense, getting the 1st down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm, because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
As they get set, it's just about winding the clock down right now.
Fucking
Looks like a penalty on the defense. About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive.
Now at the line, they're happy to take their time at this point.
Staying on the ground. Jones there to make those. Will, of course, call the timeout now to stop the clock. Marching down the field and taking their time. Looks like they're in press coverage here. At the line, they're in great position for the win. The Bengals use a timeout. They'll talk over things before calling what should be the final play. The Raiders getting set now for what would be a winning field goal on an afternoon we will long remember. He makes it, and the celebration is underway.
Well, even though they get the field goal that time, it's still disappointing. You get in that position, you'd like to score a touchdown.
This will be a fair catch by Jones. The Bengals offense takes the field, and they are absolutely in desperate need of a big-time drive here to put points on the board.
The one thing we do know, since you are behind, the defense most likely is going to be very conservative the first couple calls. So make sure you have play calls to take advantage of the fact that they're going to be very conservative on the defensive side.
First down at the 20. Surveys. Looking across the middle.
What the hell?
Middle of the field, and incomplete this time. Well, Phil, it comes down to the kicker, and he delivers the goods at the end of the game.
You know, if we don't give the kickers enough credit, they're the only people that get to go out and actually think about their job before the play happens. Such a reactionary sport. I give the kicker a lot of credit. Made a big kick in a tough moment.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.
Didn't get a single first down in the second half. Probably why I lost. Well, let's see if we can get over 7 wins in a row. Maybe this time go for 8. I'll just... Good game. Hi. Oh, nice. Well, that was just a failure on third down. Made for the majority of it. Second half, I don't think I converted a single third down in the second half. It's bad play calling. Hopefully this time I'll actually do something. Just couldn't stop them in the second half.
Bengals Packers coming up on EA Sports as we welcome you to Green Bay, Wisconsin for today's game.
Well, Phil, we've got a terrific matchup at running back. Two of the most dangerous backs in the NFL about to meet, go toe-to-toe. How do you see it?
Well, you know what? It's not always about the quarterback when you talk about NFL games, and here's a great example of it today. The game of football is still about the most physical team wins, and when you have running backs like this, the more physical team will win.
Should have taken that chance. They should have taken the chance.
First down at the 24. They'll mark him at the 28. Randall Cobb is a threat to break it every time the football gets into his hand.
One of the secret weapons for the Green Bay Packers, Randall Cobb, in the pass game, catching passes from Aaron Rodgers, but also very dangerous in the return game, too.
2nd and 6.
Set up screen to Lacy. Keeps chugging along. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
You know, when you're catching the football, there's nothing like catching the pass, whether it's short or long, and breaking a tackle and getting a couple of extra yards. That makes the quarterback have some confidence in you, and he'll start looking for you more.
Rodgers going to take off with it. Running room, and now Rodgers will give himself up.
It's not as easy as it looks. That quarterback, good job of sliding before he takes the hit that time.
Second down coming up. Strong eye handoff here. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down after a pickup of about 2.
Quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Rodgers running away from the pressure. The ball is fumbled. Aaron Rodgers keeps the defense guessing, and when he wants it and tucks it under, he usually picks up big yardage, as we just saw.
Yeah, he can pick up some big yards because he's got the feet of a dancer. They are light, they are quick, and he gets it done when he has to run.
2nd and 8.
Gets the sack.
Defensive tackles, we always think of them as run stoppers. How about this that time? He does a great job, gets in there and sacks the quarterback.
It's 3rd and 15 here after the sack. The Packers will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down. Rodgers going to take off with it. Aaron Rodgers out to James Jones.
We know so much about Aaron Rodgers. We always talk about his throwing arm. But how about this? The fact that when you force him out of the pocket, he is terrific throwing the football, the run, right on target with that throw.
First down at the 40. And Rodgers will hand it off.
Well, that's good. That's a stop.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42. Second down and 12. And intercepted. Tackles made.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
I knew they were not going to yeah. This Madden 16 head-to-head gameplay.
First down at the 41.
Just won 7 in a row, and then finally
gonna
was
scramble.
taken down.
Throws the pass.
No.
Looking middle that time, and it's incomplete. Here's a look at the offense. And if they're going to win today, this group of wide receivers must go vertical. They must open up the game for the offense.
The 7-game winning streak is still pretty fun.
Bernard lines up as the single back here.
We're here for it, but
going for the home run.
I didn't get any first downs in the second half at all.
The ball comes out.
The ball is knocked out of his hands. 7 lead.
Sam Shields is one of the classic shutdown corners in this league.
One of the good stories in the NFL, the fact that he was not drafted, and how about the Green Bay Packers? When you can get a corner who's not even drafted to turn into one of the best in the league, man, you're smart, you're fortunate, and lucky.
Dalton over to Eifert.
That was a nice burst down there. I don't know if the other person can hear me, but I think they might be able to.
At the 36-yard
line. I'm not saying any of the plays that I'm doing before I do the play.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Toss to the outside. And Bernard is brought down.
I'll play this one after.
Scrimmage, the 36.
The defensive line saw something the offense is doing. Look at them, all shifting to the right.
The Bengals snap it at the 36. Set up screen to Bernard. And Matthews is all over that offense and brings him down. The football is at the 38.
Wow, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
No.
That brings the play to an end.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Packers, I have to wonder, where are they going to be mentally after that last drive when they were moving the football only to give it away on an interception? How are they going to be out there on this possession?
Well, I think it's tough. I really do, Jim. You know, nowadays,
no, I didn't even click the
like
fucking
all we judge them on, did they throw interceptions or not? And once you throw one, it's out there. You've got to get over that mental block. And you've got to keep playing hard and aggressive football. That's the only way you can have success.
The Packers come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score 0-0. Aaron Rodgers will be under center. Nelson had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
So many times when you drop the football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
Failing to complete that one. So second down here.
Lacey, a solo back set. Set up screen to Lacey. And Atkins is able to read that play and make the hit.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
It'll be third down. Scanning the field. Makes the play. Kent down for another reception.
It is times like this when Aaron Rodgers is just amazing to watch.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, it's been said so many times, I don't even want to repeat it, but I will. He can do everything you want from the quarterback position. Stand in the pocket, move, throw it with touch, and we saw it there. He can absolutely throw it with power. One of the best arms in the NFL.
Tight ends in motion here. They need to get the play off. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it.
He's brought down at the 46.
Carlos Dunlap has gotten better every year in the NFL. He's always been able to rush the passer, but now he's awesome against the run. He stops the outside run that time for no gain.
Second and 10. They'll run it here.
No, you stupid.
Jones is there to make the
I can't
tackle.
believe this is happening.
Lacey is a
2
very
games in a
smart
row.
runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Another running play.
And another
Lacey takes
first
the hit
fucking
and is
down.
brought down.
Always good to have these types of
Fucking
runs. Yeah, it's
retarded.
not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and
You wanna
also
play
it
fucking
opens up
defense, you
so
stupid
many other
fox.
things for your offense.
The Packers will take the snap from the 30. Gives it to him again. Snapping the football from the 28.
I can't concentrate while it's going on.
The Packers take it from the 28. Starks got it on the handoff.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. The Bengals with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
Second down and 8.
Right back to him. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Well, you got to have the draw play in your game or a delay. You know what that does? It fools the defense. And anytime you fool the defense, you usually get good gains.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run.
Nelson's got the catch and the first.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
Play after play after play here on this drive.
The Bengals lined up in the nickel. First down at the 17.
And it's Ray Maualuga who makes the hit. They'll go ground. And this will go for a loss as Atkins that time was in on the stop. The Bengals are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. 3rd down on the way.
Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
Rodgers sends it to Lacy.
So far, wonderful execution of this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
Rodgers now completed 4 in a row. To the ground. And that gains a few.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
What a drive this has been. The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. The Packers in for the score. And as we near the half, the lead now is theirs thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, you know, look at that. Just think about how much that changes the mentality of both teams. One now all psyched up and emotionally feeling great. And the defensive side, oh my gosh, they are down and have to be disappointed about how they played on that drive.
Jones got it. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Bengals offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football.
And it's incomplete.
That was a big hit by the defender that time. The receiver drops the football. I'll tell you what, I guarantee the next time he goes over the middle, he'll be looking for that defender.
Quarters formation here for the defense. And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense. They're in punting formation. Cobb with a chance to return this one. Tackled down at the 47. And that wraps up the first half here at the home of the Cheeseheads. We'll take a quick break at halftime and return shortly for the start of the 3rd quarter. Crosby ready now for the second half kickoff. The second half is officially underway. Jones going to test the coverage here. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Bengals offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Julius Peppers brings the quarterback down. Time for the hurry-up offense. Andy Dalton down, intercepted.
Just out of the half, and they look to put points on the board to grab control of this game after the pick.
They have a chance to really change this football game entirely. They go down and score, that puts so much pressure on the opponents, I don't think they can handle it.
First down at the 50. Takes it from the strong eye. This will be second down.
The Bengals with a nickel look here on defense. Rodgers going to take off with it. Jones takes the hit and is brought down.
Rodgers is able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
Rodgers completed his last 6 passes. This is 3rd down.
The Bengals sat at the line. Dime package.
Play clock's running down.
Rodgers going to take off with it. He steps out.
Well, the defense, they give them a 1st down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
1st down and 10.
The give. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss. They have the lead, but they have no running game to speak of to this point. That may change here down the stretch, trying to take the air out of the football.
Yeah, you're going to have to run it some just to work the clock and try to get the situations in your favor, but maybe every once in a while, fake that run and get an easy pass to keep that clock moving.
And now Rodgers will give himself up.
It's a rough game out there. Avoid hits at all costs. Good job that time by the quarterback sliding before he takes the hit. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
How about the defense on that play? They were not fooled. They see the pass coming. They get the penetration. They get to the quarterback quick. And that's a big sack down near the goal line.
Lacey lines up in the backfield. Set up screen to Lacey. Sims is all over the ball carrier.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Lacey, a solo back set. Rodgers on the move. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. I wonder what the strategy is, Bill, with more than a quarter to go, because that last score puts this game virtually out of reach.
Well, I know this. The strategy on the losing side is show some courage and show some toughness. Let's change what's gone on here so far. It's not too late. It's getting tough, but it's not too late. We can find a way to win this game.
And he'll start his return. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Bengals just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
The Packers go with the dime formation here on defense. Andy Dalton gets it out to A.J. Green. On his way. Gonna take it home for the touchdown. We have more than a quarter to go, Phil, and that touchdown has certainly lifted their spirits and given them hope that they could still win the game.
It just changes everything here, man. I'm telling you, we're sitting here thinking maybe the game is over, but hold on there, big boy. There's a lot more that's going to happen in this game before it's over.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Packers come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinators right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
And straight ahead, Lacey.
Lacey is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
After running it, it's second down. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
The Packers, they never back off. That first down, they got a small lead here in the second half. What are they looking to do? They're looking to march this football down the field and score.
The Packers will take the snap from the 45. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The football rests at the 44.
Final quarter underway now with this snap. And he is tackled down at the 38-yard line. He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. Second and 3 after that last carry. Another handoff right back to him. Brought down at the 26.
Lacy is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Rodgers will have it in the pistol. First down at the 26. Picks up maybe 3. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Good job that time by the defense. They're down. It's in the fourth quarter. They are expecting the offense to run the football, and they stop it for a couple yards.
Second down and 7. Lacy, right side. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
You want to be a running back in the NFL, I'll say this. You better be able to break some tackles. We saw multiple tackles broken that time. Good job. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
First down at the 15. Going to be a tackle for a loss.
The Bengals defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop a runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
Second down and a long way to go.
The reception by Lacy.
Picks up about 5.
The Packers were trying to go down the field that time with the throw, but nobody's open. They throw it short. Doesn't fool the defense, and they get very few yards.
Third down. If they're going to have any chance at all here late in the fourth, the defense must make a big stop and give the ball back to the offense. A short field goal try on the way. They better hurry to get the snap.
The kick is good.
Midway through the fourth, and that field goal almost makes this game look like it's over. I know it's not, Phil, but that's a huge 3.
Well, in a time like this, when you have a lead midway in the fourth quarter, you got to understand the situations no matter who's on the field. So if you're on defense, what's your number one thought? Don't give up a big play. That's the only way you can lose.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick. Jones has got it. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Bengals offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for them. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. The Bengals take it from the 23. Got drilled as he throws it. 2 minutes to go in the second half. Second down, late in the fourth quarter. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Dalton's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
Julius Peppers brings the quarterback down. Coming up, third down, a huge moment.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
And the pass is intercepted. It's going the other way in this game. Chargers, Bengals, coming up on EA Sports as we come to you from Cincinnati, Ohio, for today's game.
You know, when you get a matchup at running back, like the one we have here today, you can just look down on the field from the booth, and you can see that breakaway speed and power with your own eyes, and there is a difference out there.
Yeah, I think I was always heard from Bill Walsh. I read it in his book, trust your eyes. So you're right. We look down the field today, and as this thing goes along, you can tell we have two stars at running back, and, man, just give them a little bit of hope, and they can make it happen.
The Chargers take it from the 23. Melvin Gordon makes the reception. Rivers will take the snap from the gun.
Gordon makes the grab. That's a gain of 6.
You can do all you want on the defensive side. You can give a lot of looks, but it's just too easy for the quarterbacks and receivers to throw and catch.
The Chargers take it from the 28. Melvin Gordon makes the reception. The Chargers will go for it here on 4th down and a short yardage situation. The Chargers from the 32. Rivers connects with Antonio Gates.
The Chargers roll the dice and pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
First down here.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And it's Ialoka who almost had the interception.
Melvin Gordon, another in a long line of great running backs out of Wisconsin, and he can certainly be the guy that is the featured back for this roster.
I know this. When I saw him in college and getting ready for the draft, I thought that he is the surest thing as a running back in the NFL. He's going to come in and have success and be a terrific pro.
Way, 3rd down. And Gates is split out wide on the left. Stevie Johnson on the deep pass. They're set to punt it away now. Adam Jones from the 22. Smith, the one who brings him to the ground. And run back of about 6. Midway through the first. Bernard looking for a lane. That's Weddle making the stop.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or 2, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
2nd down coming up. Bernard lines up as the single back here. Dalton looking long. What a catch. Andy Dalton's a winner, and he makes plays every game like that.
Yeah, he's been in the league 3 years, now going on his 4th, and every year he keeps getting better at throwing the football down the field. They design plays and try to make big plays, and when they're there, Andy Dalton gets the job done.
From just inside the 30.
This play set up by the long gainer. Dalton, handoff. And Bernard is brought down. And a gain of about 3.
Bernard's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
2nd down now. Set up screen to Bernard. And the offense here in this one will be looking to put points on the board in bunches.
Set up now at the 26.
Third and 7. Dalton's on the move, and he's thrown to the ground.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
The Bengals had a 4th down play coming up, but want to be sure about what they want to do here, so they burn a timeout. Going to need a lot of leg on this field goal try. An empty possession for the offense.
I think it was a risky decision to send him out there and kick this long field goal. They miss it, and look what they've done. they've given the other team's offense very good field position.
From the gun, Phillip Rivers ready for the snap. He'll take the snap from the gun. Rivers finds Gates.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
The Chargers will take the snap from the 25. Reggie Nelson makes the tackle.
We're back here getting ready for the second quarter. Phil, that was a defensive tug of war the first quarter.
It sure was, and it was a tug of war, and it was boring. That's what it looked like. I want to give the defense some credit. I thought they did well, but really the offenses, just poor play selection, poor execution, and you got to get some emotion going out there on the offensive side.
The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20. And the second quarter is underway. San Diego in for the score. They've got the lead here early in the second quarter. A good development for them in this game.
Yeah, nice. You know, they learned something in that first quarter. They took that knowledge and they put it to good use, and they found a way to get down there and score a touchdown. That was a nice job by the offense.
The Chargers getting set for the point after. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Bengals are ready to return the kick. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. First down at the 24. Pass is intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
We've got a tight one early in the second quarter, and now the offense will look to build on the lead coming off the interception.
Yeah, you know, that was a good job by the defense, taking nothing away from them. But what was the offense thinking with that play call and that throw by the quarterback?
The Chargers take it from the 33. Slashes to the left side. Gains 19.
Gordon is a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Stepping up to the line at the 14.
Rivers has got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. First and 10. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
Second down and 10. Gordon's got it. Screenplay. Atkins is the one who made the big stop.
Well, we see it more and more. Football thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Third down now. Quarters formation here for the defense. Ball is out. They recover their own fumble. Met by Johnson that time.
What a lucky break this time. They fumble, but they recover it and maintain possession.
NFL teams, the offense, every single day they work with anybody that's going to handle the football. How to hold it, he didn't do a good job that time. That's why he fumbled.
The kick is good.
You got to take advantage of good field position. The offense doesn't do it that time. I know they get 3 points out of it. Nice kick, but still a letdown for the offense.
The Chargers getting set to kick it away. Jones is taking a knee here, so the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Bengals are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points, and now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck, that's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Second down following that incompletion. Trying to beat the play clock. It's going to be a delay of game penalty. And now, after the penalty, it's second down and 15. It's a two tight end formation. Down the field. On a foot race to the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
The point after try is in the books. The Bengals setting up for the kickoff. Made by Ray that time. That return's good for about 18. The Chargers offense ready to continue its recent run here as they've scored the last 2 times they've had it, Phil.
Well, let's look at it from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, what's coming next? Because everything the offense has tried so far has worked.
So they complete that one, yet it's still second down. He's drilled as he throws. It's third down coming up.
The Chargers all bunched up here as they get set at the line. Takes the snap. We're about midway, second quarter.
A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
No one's going to get him now.
And in for the touchdown.
And it looks like their lead will be quite sizable by halftime as long as their defense can hang on to it for the rest of this quarter.
This has been one lopsided game so far here, Jim. And, you know, I'm going to look at the defense. You've got to get out there, show some pride. Somebody's got to make a play to turn this game around.
The Chargers getting set for the point after. He made it. The Bengals are ready to return the kick.
And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Bengals getting set to take over again on offense. They'll be trying to pick it up right where they left off with their last drive that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah, they're throwing the football well. And I'll tell you, I've been covering this game a long time. There's still nothing prettier than seeing a quarterback drop back and throw a perfect spiral down the field and watching guys catch it. That was a work of art the last drive.
Hey, wide 20, wide 20. Zebra, 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 dagger, dagger.
The Chargers defense now is going to go nickel.
Stands in the pocket.
What a catch. And Daniels is going to make the tackle.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Intercepted.
Going to take it the distance.
The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
You got to love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
The Chargers getting ready to kick it away.
Jones is running this one out. And he's met head on right there at the 20. The Bengals offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
No bump coverage here. Corners backing up.
Dalton's taking off.
Heaving it down the field.
And it falls incomplete.
Dalton's mobility, boy, gives him a chance to make a play, doesn't it, when you force him out of the pocket, but not able to complete the pass because nobody's open.
2-minute warning looms, and this may be the last play before it hits.
Dalton's going to take off with it.
Ball is out. This one's going back in stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
What a deflating play for the offense. The defense picks up the fumble, takes it not only for a touchdown, but how long? Look at the blocks. That makes the offense lose its confidence. They're going to have a hard time coming